Yeah, hi team. Welcome to Vani ADF classes. So today we are going to cover filter transformation, how we can use filter transformation in ADF. And first we are going to understand what is filter transformation. So filter transformation basically used to remove unwanted rows. Suppose we have some rows that we want to remove from the data. So in by through filter conditions, we can remove those rows. Okay, so we have some filter conditions like whatever the conditions we use after where clauses. Okay, that come or most of the conditions comes into filter transformation. So suppose we have one example here. We have a source table that name is student that having some students and their subjects and marks. Okay, and so there is a requirement key, those we have to keep only those students who scored 10 35 marks or more. Okay, we have to remove those students who scored less than 35. So here you can see ki Amit scored 28 marks, Pooja scored 32, means ki below than 35, so we have to remove it. So we have to write a one filter conditions, and after that, okay, that will remove and provide us those students data. Okay, so who scored above 85% or like equals to 85 marks. So let's do one practical example of filter transformation in ADF. So first we have to go to the ADF. If you don't have any account, so just create it. So we have already have account. So first we have to know what is our source file. If you don't have, you just go to the Vani. We have a learning portal. Just go to the Vani and you have to go to the filter transformation mile. Just click to filter transformations mile. Go to lesson. In lesson, if you are using blob storage, you have to go to that link. If you are using any database, so then that time you have to create a table and then put the data. So we have to use the blob storage. So we have to copy that link and paste it here. So you have to go to the filter transformations folder and then download any file. There are two files, but we have to apply the condition on student table. So once that file is downloaded, you have to go back to again that blob storage, upload that file. You have to click to that upload, click to browser, that file, student, and then click to upload. You can see we have that file under filter transformation folder. So now go back to that ADF. So that is our ADF. So click to that author. First, we have to create a data flow. So just click to new data flow, click to source. In the source system, you can see the output stream name. If you want to put the table name, so our student table name is student marks. So you can put it show key. It won't accept that special character. So just remove it. Okay, and then put student marks. So once that is done, or you can use student. That's fine. If you want to, you put the descriptions where you pull the data or uh, their source system. You can put it here, and we have to choose the data set because we are using. Well, and then on the data set section, because we have to create a data set, so just click to new. We keep files in Zen2, so just click to continue. And what file format we have? CSV. So just click to CSV, click to continue, and just put some name. DS means key data set, and then filter, and then filter. That's fine. Link service, we have to choose that one. So we already discussed about that link service in previous classes. And then we have to go to our root directory where we have that files. So we have that file under that folder, and under filter transformation, we have to pick student marks file. So import from connections, you don't need to change anything. In advanced sections, we don't have, okay, by default, that is correct. Click to OK. So before that, just open the debug mode. We don't need to like keep any line count, so we don't provide to give anything. Okay, here. Okay, and we don't need to change these options. We already covered these options in previous classes, and then you can see, yeah, of course, every time if we have to use any particular column, and that particular column is showing the wrong data type. Actually, whatever the file we are picking from the blob storage, so we can see it will take all the columns as a string data type. So we have to change it. So we have options to change it. So we change from string to number. After that, we have to use the filter transformation. So now we have a filter transformation. If you want to update the name, description, incoming stream is key. What is our source table? So source table is student, so that is already connected. So we don't need to change it. Yeah, of course, we have to update the filter conditions. So filter condition is that key. The mark should be greater than equals to 35. Click to refresh to see the data, or we can see the data in the target. Click to save. Okay, so that is our condition. First, I will check the data here. Click to refresh. Okay, so it is taking some time. Okay, for that time, let's add the target. So here, the target, we can call it as sync. So sync, we have to create one folder in the container. So target folder, let's create a separate folder for the target. So a underscore में target files. Click to save. So you can see we have that folder. Go to here. Let's create a folder for target filter. Okay, and then transformations. Go to here. And then click to, again, we need to create a data set. CSV file. We want data into CSV file. If we want data in JSON, Parquet, Avro, ORC, yeah, you can click dataset, TGT, and then student, click choose the link service, and then go to the source. Under source, we created two folder, right? And then target, choose that folder, and then click to OK, because we don't have any file. So yeah, we have to only choose the filter first row as a header. We have to check that option because first row in any file we have headers. Headers means columns of a table. and we don't need to change anything from connections. We are picking it and then click to OK. So we created the complete data flow. Once you click to the source again, you can see the data. So, but how many student who scored less than 35? That Amit is scored and then Pooja. Rest is greater than 5. So how many records we have? One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 records we have. But out of 7, 2 scored having lucky marks less than 35. So how much data we get in the output? 5, right? So let's see. For that time, let's save the pipeline data flow, and then if we, okay, so we have to update or change the data flow name. DF means data flow, and then filter transformation, and then put Vani. Okay, so you can see that it removes that name. So you can see only those students who scored marks above 35. So click to save again and then validate it. If there is any error, show key there is an error here. So there is no error. Your factory has been validated, no error found. So what is our next step? So next step, we have to create a pipeline. So just click to three dots, click to new pipeline. So the pipeline name PL, and then what name we used for the data flow, DF, filter, transformation, and then Vani. Okay, so we have to choose the activity. We have to click to move and transpose. So the data flow activity we have to use, and then go to the settings, choose that pipe data flow, what we just created, and then run on. Okay, that is our integration runtime. We already created compute size. Okay, we have a small data, so we have to keep it small. Logging level by default we have to keep it as verbose, and then yeah, rest property we have to keep it as same. We don't need to change anything. Okay, if you want to change the data flow name, yeah, you can update it, of course. Filter transformation, and then Vani. That is a timeout. After like 12 hours it will be timeout and retry, and then retry interval, that is 30 minutes. Save it and then run it. Right now we can see key there is no file here in filter transformation. If we refresh it, there is no file, but let's run it. So publish it complete. Let's check there is any error or not. Validate the debug and pipeline. There is no error. Click to debug and then run it. So it takes some time, depend upon the cluster, what cluster we used. So if you want to refresh it, there's a circle sign, you can refresh it. So that is succeeded. If you want to see the output, you can see it here also, but just go and then refresh it. So that is the output we received. So open it, click to edit, and you can see those student, okay, who scored marks above or equals to 35. So that is a way we have to apply filter transformations, and these are the steps which we followed. And yeah, thank you team. So these are our link and these are our WhatsApp number. If you want to contact, you can. Thank you once again. Bye bye.